Hello everyone, welcome to this amazing session. Now in this session team, what we are going to learn? We are going to learn about the JavaScript team. JavaScript is very popular language and we need to understand that why we need to learn this, what are the important features, everything related to JavaScript. We are going to continue in these sessions. Trust me team, I am very excited for this. Let me tell you a very interesting fact about JavaScript. Trust me team, it is just developed within 10 days team. Within 10 days, the developer have developed this JavaScript as a language. And the second fact that I want to explain, that I want to tell you is, initially the name of the language JavaScript is not JavaScript, it is Mocha. Within 10 to 15 days, they changed the name to Mocha to LiveScript. But at that particular point of time, Java is very popular. Java language is very popular. Then they thought that instead of LiveScript, let's just do the name as JavaScript. So that's why the JavaScript is the name of our language team. So the first thing is, what is JavaScript team? What is JavaScript? So here we have written some definition that JavaScript is a high level interpreted programming language that is commonly used for web development. Obviously team, at this point of time, we don't know what is high level. What is the meaning of this interpreted? So no need to worry team. We are going to understand each and every word that is present in the definition. So who has created the JavaScript team? This Brendan E has created the JavaScript, and in the year 1995 he has created it. Now basically why we are using JavaScript is only because of its unique features that we are going to discuss in upcoming slides. Like just after this we are going to discuss that what are the features, why we are discussing JavaScript, all those things we are going to understand. So first of all, let's just understand what is this high level team. Obviously team, we don't need to cram anything. We just need to understand that JavaScript is what? In JavaScript is a high level interpreted programming language. Now what is high level meaning is, what is the meaning of high level here? So the meaning of high level is team, basically we are having two types of languages. One is high level and the another one we call as our low level team, low level as well. So what is low level and what is high level? The main difference, if I tell you, because it's just the starting, I don't want to go much deep in this part. So high level and low level, the main difference is low level languages, machines. Let's just take a common word here, machine. And what is machine meaning is here, machine I am representing. The machine I am representing here is, you can say your system I am saying. So I am saying that the languages that are easy for machine, that is known as our low languages. And the languages that are easy for users, that are known as our high level languages. Example of high level languages are like we can say C++, we can say Java, we can say JS as well, JavaScript as well. So these are the languages that are user comfortable. Basically we are just writing simple English words here, like we are just writing simple English word in these languages. That's why these are you can say user-friendly languages team. So if any language is user-friendly language team, that is known as our high-level language team. And what is low-level? The language which is, you can say, inclined or which is more preferable by the machine, that is known as our low-level language team. Another one is this interpreted team. What is obviously we are going to have two things here as well team. One is compiled programming language, and the another one is team interpreted and compiled. These are the two types of programming languages that we are having. Now what is compiled team? The languages in which we are having compiler team, which are going to be compiled by a compiler, are known as our, you can say, compiled languages. And the examples of this are, what are the examples? We can say C++, we are having C++ compiler, we are having JavaScript, we are having Java compiler as well. So we are having these examples we can have for the compiled language team. Now what is the example of interpreted language team? What is interpreted? So interpreted simply meaning, what is the difference, or basically let's just understand first what is interpreted. So interpreted meaning is team, they are going to, means these languages are read line by line. So important term here is team, line by line. Line by line is very important here. Here compiler is very important, and here line by line is very important. So we need to be very focused team. Let me explain you again what I have discussed till now. So high level are those languages team which are user friendly, and low level languages are machine friendly team. That's the difference team. The difference between compile and interpreted: compile are going to they are going to be compiled by the compiler, and interpreted, these languages are being read line by line team. They are going to be read line by line. That is the difference team. So JavaScript, what we can understand now, team. Obviously, in the starting, the definition is very hard to understand, team. Now, what is the definition? What the definition is saying to us? It is just saying that JavaScript is a user-friendly language which is going to be read line by line. That's it, team. And which is going to be commonly used in a web development. Obviously, we are having so many use cases as well, team. But yeah, this is the main use case that while doing the development, we are going to use JavaScript. So let me tell you team, 95% of the website, while they are doing web development team, they are using this language, that is our JavaScript. So obviously we are going to learn why JavaScript is important as well team. Obviously before we have understood about the HTML and CSS part. After that, we are going to understand this JavaScript as well. Why JavaScript is needed. What is the purpose of JavaScript? We will understand that. But I am hoping that you are able to understand the language, the definition of JavaScript. So JavaScript is a high-level interpreted programming language. Initially, we are not able to understand what is high language. Initially, we are not able to understand what is interpreted. But I have explained you these two things in a very simple manner. Obviously, we are going to see these things in detail in upcoming sessions. But for now, that's it. And yeah, it is created in 1995 and by the Brendan Eek is the developer of this website. Okay team, I hope you are able to understand this team. Now let's just move to the next very important question team. Now very important thought that you are having is so that yeah, we are able to understand what is JavaScript. But what is like why we are only using JavaScript team? What JavaScript is having that other languages are not having? So it's a very valid question team, like you are asking this question. It's a very valid question. So the first point I want to discuss here is team, this easy to learn. That this language is, trust me, this language is very easy to learn team. This language, this particular language is easy to learn. And trust me if I'm saying to yeah. Trust me, if you have done any of the programming language earlier, like the C++ you have done, or maybe you have done some Java, after learning these two languages, if you are learning this language, it will be easy to learn. Another one is team, standardized by EMCA International. Now, what is this EMCA? What is this EMCA? So, ECMA is a standard team. Obviously, this ECMA, previously what is happening team, JavaScript is very open. We can say JavaScript is open source team. Anyone can, let's just suppose anyone wants to add anything, he or she can easily do that team. But we don't want that, na team. We don't want that. कि भैया कोई भी बंदा है और कुछ भी लिख के चला जाए. We don't want something like that. So we are going to have some standard, a standardized process. For standardizing our JavaScript team, we are using this, and what we are using this ECMA International team, like this ECMA standard. So it is just a standard. Obviously, ECMA is also open source team. But whatever new features that we are adding in, that should be processed by ECMA International. That should be processed by ECMA International only. So that all the developers across the world are going to use same JavaScript. I hope you are understanding. Previously what is happening, now what is happening. Another important feature is team that it is going to have the biggest community on Stack Overflow. What is Stack Overflow now team? What is Stack Overflow? I hope team that you have gone to this website. So Stack Overflow is a website team from where what we can do team, we can easily find our, you can say community. It's like a community team, like you have used LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. So what is going to happen there team? You are having a group of people, you are going to have group of friends team. So in Stack Overflow team, it's like a technical community team. So like, yeah, it's very, very, very used team. Now this one is very important team. This particular point I like to highlight in this particular point, that can be used as F means front end and B is as back end team. Can be used as front end and back end. So I hope team most of you have heard this term, that is this full stack team. Most of you have heard this term, that is full stack. So what is full stack team? Full stack is a combination of front end, back end team. It's a combination of front end and back end. If you are able to learn JavaScript only team, so you can develop your front end in JavaScript and you can also develop your back end also in JavaScript team. So see how popular is JavaScript, how you can say how famous, how popular, how important is JavaScript. You just need to learn only one language. Obviously, the next one is good performance, easily understandable. Like it is going to perform good thing because it's run on browser. We will see that as well. This particular language is going to have so many frameworks, team. Like I hope you have heard about these frameworks as well, team. React.js is very popular. Previously, before React.js, we are having jQuery team, which is also very popular. We are having Vue as well, team. We are having Electron as well, team. So these frameworks are very important, team. Why these are important, team? So let's just suppose if you want to create a web app, if you want to create your web app, team, that can run in Windows as well and that can run in Mac OS as well, team, MacBook as well. For that, how you can develop that? So team, see, from only one thing, from only JavaScript, you can do that. But for that particular thing, team, you need some framework. And what is the framework that you need, team? That is this Electron.js, team. Obviously, these are the very popular frameworks, team, that you can definitely use. And definitely, I will tell you about these frameworks in upcoming sessions as well. Now, it's a very easy question, team. How many of you uses Facebook, Google, and YouTube? I hope everyone is using. Everyone at this point of time, team, everyone is using Facebook, Google, or YouTube in their life. So each of these three companies are using JavaScript. And I have just taken three examples. You can take Zomato, Swiggy, Instagram, Facebook, Fun and Paddle, Make My Trip, Mintra. Whatever website you have, you will see, team, every website is using this JavaScript, team, because I have already told you that 95% in web development, JavaScript is being used. Another one is, team, can make Windows and Mac app using new JS framework, that is Electron.js. Obviously, I have told you what is the importance of framework. So that is the line, team. You can definitely understand this. Another one is very lenient and loosely typed, team. So I will tell you very lenient because JavaScript is that language, team, which is not going to throw the error to you, which is not going to tell you the error. If you are doing very major mistake, team, only in that scenario you will get the error. But trust me, you are not going to get error very easily, team. So that's why. And what is the loosely type? We'll discuss, team. Like I don't want to discuss this point here, but yeah, you just need to understand that what is loosely typed, team. I hope, team, you are able to understand each and every feature that I have mentioned in this slide, team. Now let's just come to the very important slide of this session, team, of this lecture. That is purpose. That you are going to say, sir, that yes, we have understood what is JavaScript. We have understood what are the features of JavaScript. Then what is the purpose? What is the purpose it is solving, team? So we have understood till now. We have understood about the HTML, team. In HTML, what we are doing, team? In HTML, while doing HTML, team, what we are doing? We are just making the structure, team. We are just making the structure, team. That's it. After that, in CSS, team, what we are doing? We are going to make our web page beautiful, team. And in JavaScript, team, with the apply of JavaScript, team, we are going to make our page dynamic, or you can say make our page moving. Let's just take this example, team. Initially, if I am going to give you a skeleton of human body, that is known as our what, team? That is known as our HTML language. If I'm going to dress up, like if I'm applying skin, hair, clothes, shoes, everything, like I'm beautifying, na? Actually, I'm just adding something on this skeleton. So that what I'm doing. I'm just doing the beautification of this skeleton. That is done with the help of CSS, team. Now, another one is, team, what? That is this JavaScript, team. So this particular boy now is what it is doing. It is just riding. It is just maybe he is going to walk, speak, run, draw, any activity that he or she is going to perform, team. That activity can be done with the help of JavaScript, team. You can take another example, team. You can take another example. What is the example? First one, car body. After car body, team, like car body, like the you can say the structure of the car we have made, the skeleton of the car we have made, that is our through HTML name. Another one that we are adding color, paint, speakers, like all those accessories if we are adding, that will come in our CSS party. And car is moving, that is coming, that is happening through JavaScript. So this is the first example, this is the second example that you can take. So I hope you are able to understand what is the purpose it is solving. It is solving that it is going to make our web pages dynamic in nature. It is going to make our web pages dynamic in nature. Like they are going to perform some tasks. And if I'm going to give some example related to technical in the technical wording, so let me just quickly open browser here, team, and let me just open any website, team. Let's just suppose I'm opening YouTube here. So as soon as I'm opening YouTube, this is the particular, let's just suppose this is the UI that I'm able to see, team. This is the UI I'm able to see, and this UI is created with the help of HTML and CSS, team. But team, if I'm clicking on this particular, or maybe if I'm clicking on this button, notification button, team, what it is going to happen, team? It is going to show me these many things, team. It is going to show me a pop-up like this. How this is happening, team? This is happening only because of JavaScript. I'm clicking here, team. What is happening? You can say this is enlarged. How this is happening? Through JavaScript, team. Through JavaScript it is happening. If I'm clicking on this live button, team, how it is happening? This is happening through JavaScript. So whatever the activity our website is doing, that is doing with the help of JavaScript, team. I hope you are able to get my point, team. Another one is, team, before going to node, team, obviously now we are going to see the node, why we need node, team. I want to discuss very important thing here is, team, and what is the thing that I want to explain you. Let me just quickly erase this for you. And what I want to explain you is, team, how to execute JavaScript. For execution of our JavaScript, we don't need any compiler, because I have just told you that we are going to have two types of programming languages, team. First one is compiled, another one is interpreted. So what is the type of this JavaScript, team? JavaScript is interpreted. And what is the meaning of interpreted? That it is going to, we are going to read this read this language line by line, team. So how execution is going to happen, team? We don't need to, you can say, install any compiler, nothing extra, nothing special. Like in Java, we are downloading a JDK, GRE, so many things we are doing. Now, here we don't want anything. What we need to do is, we just need to open any browser. Just open. In the browser, team, we can execute our language, team. In our browser, we can execute. And how? Let me just show you. Just open the browser, team. I have opened the Chrome browser, team. I have just opened the Chrome browser. Just do the inspect console. Don't need to remember anything, team. We are going to discuss in detail. You just need to write whatever I'm writing. No need to worry, team, if you are not able to understand. I just want to show you. Hello. You can see this, team. I have executed my JavaScript in the browser itself, team. Because, team, different browsers are having different engines, team. Different browsers are having different engines. These engines will execute our JavaScript, team. Let me just take the example of Chrome, team. In the Chrome, what is the engine we are having? We are having V8 engine, team. V8 engine. So trust me, team, engines are very complicated to understand, like how this engine is being created, so many things. But I can tell you how this execution is happening, team. So, team, one more important line, you will see this term very often, that is this script, team. That is known as our script in JavaScript. That you can say the JavaScript. So script meaning is what, team? The line that we are writing. I have just told you that it is going to be compiled or give you the output line by line. It will execute, our JavaScript is going to be execute line by line, team. So, team, whatever the line we are writing, that line is being called as our script, team. So what is going to happen, team? First of all, you are executing your JavaScript in your browser. So V8 is the engine, team. First of all, V8 will read your script team. It will read the script. After reading the script team, now tell me, our engines are that much capable that they can understand your normal English, like the high language they can understand? No, they cannot, team. So what is going to happen, team? This will be converted into the machine code. Machine code, you can say. And after converting to machine code, this machine code will be run and you are going to see the output. So this is the process, team. This is the whole process, how a JavaScript file is being executed in the browser. I'm saying in the browser, how it is being executed. Obviously, because every browser is having we are having, if I want to tell you, give you the examples, Chrome is having V8 engine, and we are having SpiderMonkey as well. So many, like Mozilla, I think Mozilla is having SpiderMonkey as a engine. So first of all, V8 engine, what is going to happen? This engine will read the script. After reading the script, it will convert this script into the machine code. That machine code will be run and we are able to get the output. Obviously, engines are very complicated, but this process is very easy to understand. I hope you are getting my point, how JavaScript is being executed in the browser. So team, we can execute. Previously, what is happening, team? Previously, in initial days, before Node, what we need to do, team? We can only execute our JavaScript in the browser, team. Now, this is a practical, just think practically, team. This is not the scenario every time that we are going to run our JavaScript in the browser itself. Let's just suppose you want to run your JavaScript in the VS Code team outside any browser team, outside any browser you want to run. How you can run this? How you can run that team? For running that JavaScript team, we need some environment. We need some engine team. जहाँ पे भी आप run कर रहे होगे, wherever you are running your file team, there you need some environment or engine so that we can easily run our JavaScript file. Correct? I hope you are understanding my point. So team, to execute our JavaScript outside of browser, what we have introduced, we are having this thing, team, that is this known as our Node team. We have introduced this Node team. So Node is based on which engine, team? Node is using which engine? The engine that we have written here, V8 is the engine, team. It is going to use V8 engine. And what is the purpose, team? What is the purpose of this Node? That we can execute our JavaScript file outside of our browser, team. We can execute our JavaScript in two manners: in the browser, outside the browser. In the browser, we are already having this engine, V8 engine, that will read the script, machine code, convert in machine code, run the machine code, and we are able to get the output. But in this, let's just suppose you want to run outside of this, outside the browser. For that, you need this environment. You need some environment where our JavaScript can be executed. Need some engine. So how we can take that engine, team? So in that particular environment, we are having an engine that is known as our V8 engine, team. I hope you get the point. So if we are able to understand that much, team, trust me, you are going very amazing, team. Very amazing. Just have a clapping for yourself. We are good to go. Now I hope I have told you Node. Now come to the definition of Node. Let's just see if you can relate with the definition that I have told you just now. So see, team, Node.js is an open source. Means any suggestion, anybody can give the suggestion, can update anything, team. Obviously, there is some standardization which they need to pass. Cross-platform JavaScript runtime environment that allows developer to run outside of web browser, team. I hope that now this definition is making sense, team. Now I hope this definition is making sense, team. This definition is making sense. Obviously, it's open source. Just open source, you can write cross-platform JavaScript runtime environment that allows developer to run JavaScript code outside the web browser, and it is built on the V8 JavaScript engine, which is used by Google Chrome and provide a way to write server-side application using JavaScript. Now you are going to say, sir, कि हमें ब्राउजर के बाहर यूज ही क्यों करना? Why we need to use JS outside of the browser? Let's just suppose, team, in the browser, can we make server using JavaScript? Is that possible? No, team, it is not possible. We cannot create servers outside of in the browser. So for that we need some environment, na? Wherever we are making our engine, wherever we are making our server, we need some environment so that we can run our JavaScript file team. So for that particular purpose team, we are using this Node team, because with the help of Node.js, we can create our servers. So if I want to tell you which all websites are using Node.js, you have seen, I hope you have heard about the Zoom, you have heard about the Google Meet as well team, you have heard about the YouTube as well team. So all these websites are majorly using Node.js as their backend team. So let me tell you. So how can you be there are two important terms team. There is mon stack and there is mean stack as well team. So if you know about JavaScript only team, if you are capable enough, if you have good understanding of this JavaScript team, you can create your front end with the help of this R. And what is the full form is R? R is representing here React.js. And you can also create your backend as team. How you can create your backend? You can create your backend with the help of Node.js team. So see team, with the help of JavaScript only, you are able to create your front end and you are able to create your backend. That's why I'm saying only with one language you can be full stack web developer and can get a very handsome job, high package job team. So I hope team this definition is making sense now. This definition is making sense because I have already told you the exact definition why we are using what is Node. I have told you. Now we have understood this much team. Now the time to install the Node team. Now it's time to install the Node. And trust me team, it is going to be very, very easy team. Installing Node is going to be very easy team. What you need to do, just go to the Node.js official website, just write Node.js. And what is the official website team? This nodejs.org. Just click this team. So according to your system team, you are going to get this. So here what we are having Mac OS team. I'm having Mac. You can have Windows, Linux, anything. So according to that team, I will recommend you, obviously you are going to see two options. One is LTS, another one is current team. What is this LTS meaning? Long-term support. LTS full form is team long-term support. And we are having another option, that is current team. We are having two options, whether we can use LTS version or whether we can use current as well team. So I will recommend you to use current one team. Download the current one team, current version. So you just need to click on download and we can easily start our process team. After that team, as soon as you have downloaded, just install as well team. It's going to be very easy team. After that team, what you need to do is just open your terminal team. Just open your terminal or CMD. Anything you can open. Let me maximize this for you. Now what you need to write here is team. You just need to write one thing, that obviously team. Now we have successfully installed, but we need to check as well, team, that we have installed our node or not. So for checking that thing team, what we need to write here, we just need to write node-version. This is the command you need to write, node-version. So what it is saying, okay, my bad, this is the command node-version team. So you can see this team node-version you need to write. And if you are getting something like this, mine version is team like this, V is representing version. I am having version of 18.16.0 is my version team. So whatever you have installed, that is going to be your version team. That's it team. In this manner, you can check as well team, whether we have successfully installed or not team. So installing is going to be very easy team. Installing we have seen. Now team, what is the next thing we are going to discuss here? That executing our JavaScript. Obviously, now I have told you, I have shown you that how you can do this thing here. That how you can run your JavaScript online, like on the browser. So just come to the console, delete everything, and you can write anything like I'm writing. Don't be nervous or like confused team what sir is writing. No, nothing team, nothing. I'm just needed a 90. So you can see 90 is undefined, and if I'm going to say A, so you can say I'm getting 90 as well team. So you can see team, I'm running my JavaScript on the browser. But now let's just try to run our JavaScript on the VS Code. So team, what you need to do for that, just call the VS Code. Just write VS Code and yeah, Just click on the download maybe. So you can say whatever system you are having, just download for that. What is VS Code is going to do, team? In the VS Code, we are going to write the code of our HTML, CSS in JavaScript so that we can see what is happening. So this is other than, now tell me team, this is browser or not? This is outside the browser. Now this is outside the browser. So what we need to do now? What we need to do? We need to have Node as well, team, because this is what browser. So if we need to use our JavaScript outside of browser, what we need? We need some runtime environment. And what is that environment? We are having the Node environment, team. And Node environment, and what engine Node is using? Node is using V8 engine, team. So you can download easily, team. I have already downloaded this. So you can open any folder, team. Now how to execute? So this is the code, team, and I am going to make a folder here, and maybe I can like just say lecture 1 is the folder I have created in this. And inside this, team, let me just create a file, and the file I don't want to name is JavaScript, because now I'm going to use the JavaScript file. Now, because I'm going to use JavaScript file, team, here. I want JavaScript file here. So what I need to do here is, team, what is the extension that I need to use is, I just need to use this extension, that is this .js extension, team. For HTML, what you are using? .html. For Java, what you are using? .java. For C++, what you are using? .cpp. In the same fashion, team, for JavaScript, what is the extension? .js, team. That's it, team. Now, let me just write console.log, and here I am also writing hello, team. Now, previously, I have written this thing in the browser. I am able to see the answer as hello. But how I am able to see my answer here, team? This is not the browser. So how I can see my answer? You just need to open the terminal from here. And as soon as you are opening the terminal, just check the path. Path is this one. I need to go in the lecture 1. CD lecture. Okay, there is no. Okay, in the CD, I need to go down the code. In the code, I want to go in the lecture. Now, clear everything, team. CLEAR, clear everything, team. Now just check the path. That's great, team. Now how to execute our file, team? Our JavaScript file, it is going to be very easy. We just need to write the node. I'm writing node here, team. I'm writing node. And after node, what I need to write? I just need to write the file name. What is the file name, team? This script.js, team. Script.js is my file name. Enter. What you are able to see, team? I'm able to see hello in my answer. That's it, team. So for that, we need to install as well. So I have installed Node. You have seen, I have told you how to install Node. I have run the file as well, team. So let's just revise everything, team, because revision is very, very important, team. Revision is very important, trust me. So what we have discussed till now. So let me just come directly, let this come to the notability. So obviously, team, we have discussed about the JavaScript. What is JavaScript? We have seen the definition. After seeing the definition, what we have done? Team? We have seen the features of JavaScript, team. So these are the features we have discussed, team. These features we have discussed. So you can have a look again, team. After that, we have seen the purpose of JavaScript, team. That what is the purpose? It is resolving. So it is making our web pages dynamic in nature, team. After that, team, what we have done? We have done the execution. We have seen how JavaScript is being executed, team. First way we have seen in the browser. Second way we have seen the outside the browser. But if outside the browser, we need some runtime environment for that. For making that environment, what we are using? We are using Node, team. We are using Node.js. Okay, cool. So we have seen the Node.js definition. After that, we have seen the Node.js definition. Then installing of Node.js and executing a file with Node as well, team. We have seen. So you can see I have what I need to do. Like, no need to focus on these things, team, because I have already told you how to execute a JS file. Now, team, very important one. You have seen that, hey sir, you are continuously writing this console.log. What is this console.log? Very valid question, team. It's a very valid question. Now, whenever you are learning or doing your, I will say Java, because I hope you have done your Java in DSA. So whenever you are using your Java, team, so if you want to show something on the screen, team, what you are using? What is the thing you are using? What is the line you are using? to whatever you want to show in the output team. You are using one line, system.out.println. So team, same in the JavaScript, if you want to show something on the output team, for that we need to use this console.log team. Obviously, obviously Java and JavaScript are totally different languages. So we can understand like gulab and gulab jamun. We can take this example, like gulab and gulab jamun. We don't say ki gulab and gulab jamun both are same. In the same manner, Java and JavaScript is also not same. But for your understanding, I am saying that system.out.println equal to the console.log. You can have a comparison in between, because both are being used for show the output in the console. That's it. That's why we are using. Obviously, no need to focus about what is console, what is log. Obviously, in the brackets, I'm using string because I need to print the string. So if I need to print the string team, I just need this double quotes team. So I'm writing this hello here. Very simple. So I hope you are able to understand this one thing. So what is console.log is a JavaScript function. We will understand what is this function name that is used to output the data. I have just told you in the console, in the web browser or Node.js. It can take more than, it takes one or more arguments to print in the console team. Obviously, you can give one as well team, or you can give more than one as well team. So team, for that I'm just writing something. Don't be very confused that, hey sir, what you are writing, we are not able to understand. No need to worry team, we will understand everything. So now team, what I'm doing, I'm having three variables here team. I'm having three variables, A, B, C and A, B and C. I want to print these three. We have seen the definition that it takes one or more arguments and print them in the console. So let's just see A, B, C. And now what I need to do, just save this team as well, because I have seen most of the time that students used to code, students are able to code, but they forgot to save and they will say, sir, we are not getting our answer. Saving is very, very important thing. So I just need to execute not.just, and you can see this team 2, 3 and 9 team. I am passing three arguments. I can pass one argument as well. Previously, I am just passing hello. Here I am passing three arguments, A, B and C team. And you can see I am able to print, I am able to show the output. I hope team, it is making sense. Now let's just understand another important thing team, that is this variables. What are variables team? Obviously, you can read the definition that is mentioned on the screen team, that a variable is a container for storing data values. So obviously it can be complicated team, but let me just give you a very layman definition team. Let me just explain this variable in a very layman term. So I hope team, so team, whenever you are bringing anything team from the Kirana store, so you are going to have some different containers at your home team. Like in this container, we are going to store rice. In this container, we are going to store our atta. In this container, we are going to store our dal. So we are going to have some containers ना team. और ऐसा तो है नहीं कि we are not going to do something like that कि हाँ भी हमने जो लाए हम वैसा का वैसा रख दिया and उनमें से लेते रहेंगे. We are not going to do something like that team. We are going to have separate containers team to store the values, to store our groceries team. So in the same manner team, if you want to store the values team, if you want to store the values that we are giving, for that team, we need some container. We need some container for storing data values. That containers are known as our variables team. And how many variables, how many types of variables we are having in JavaScript? We are having three one team. Var, let and const are the keywords team. Let, var and const are the keywords that are going to store the values team, that are going to store the variable. These are the keywords which are going to perform or behave like as a, you can say, variables team. Obviously, we will understand what is var, what is let, what is const team. We are going to discuss these keywords in very much detail team, because this is a very important question team. The difference between let, var and const. Directly team, whenever you are giving any front-end interview, this question is being asked that please tell me what is the difference between let, var and const team. This question is being asked for sure. You can write this question now as well. But we are going to have discussion later. But I hope you are able to understand. Like you can relate the example. To store the values, to store the groceries, we are having some containers. So same in JavaScript, if you want to store some values, we need some as well. We also need some container to store. ऐसा तो है नहीं कि directly हम लिख देंगे. No. Obviously, we can directly write as well because I have already told you JavaScript is very lenient language. We can do that as well. But for best practices, we should not do this thing. We should avoid these things. Now let's just come to the data types team. Obviously, data types we know. Now team, let us continue our that example team. Let us continue our that example, like the grocery example. So team, for you can say for oil, for flour, for dal, we are having different containers. Na, ऐसा तो है नहीं कि like initially we are storing atta in one container, and next time what we are doing, we are storing our atta in the dal container. That is not going to happen. Wherever we are storing our oil, we are going to store oil every time. We are going to store oil in that particular container team. So we can we are going to have some bases. We are going to have separate containers to store the separate values team. So in data types team, data types are going to be have data or data values are going to have data values, means we can categorize team. Like if you are going to take example of groceries, in the groceries team, what is going to happen? In the groceries, we can have vegetables, we can have parchun ka saman, then we can have some sweets, we can have oil, we can have some, we can divide that thing, team. So in the same fashion team, we are storing our data. But data can also be on so many types. Now data can be of so many types, like maybe string, format, like so many values we can have team. So we are going to discuss that now team. Like obviously and basically how many types of data type? We are having primitive data types and we are having non-primitive data types team. As we all know team, what is primitive and non-primitive. So primitive meaning is what team? Primitive is that is already being defined. That is already being defined in the language. That is known as our primitive data type team. And what is non-primitive data type? Means that is not defined by the JavaScript. These primitive data types are by default defined by the JavaScript language, but non-primitive, definitely we can define, we can create on. So object references, we'll see what is this object references. So in primitive data types team, what we are having, we are going to have 7 teams, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 team. So in JavaScript team, how many we are having? We are having 7 different primitive data types. So you can have a look team. Let's just understand these one by one team. So first of all, we are having numbers team. So if you want to store decimal values, integers, plus infinity, plus minus infinity to plus infinity. If you want to store numbers team, so we are having this as a number team. We are going to have this number. If you want to store a string team, definitely you can also store a string team. Obviously, string is going to be this format, and number is going to be like, let's just suppose you are saying a is equal to 90. This is what thing, and we need to use this var keyword thing. Var a is equal to 90. What is this thing? What is the meaning of this? This is a number thing. The type of this a is, you can say integer. If you want to store a is equal to Geekster, what is this thing? This is what? This is a string thing. Boolean is what thing? True or false. Like if I'm going to ask you a question, have you taken your dinner? You are going to say yes or no. You are going to have just 2 options, yes or no. So that these type of questions we can take in the Boolean value type. Null, empty value or no value. A, or we can say declared variable without a value type. So what is going to have? Null. So what I'm doing here team, in the A, I'm mentioning the value as null team. I'm just saying empty value or no value team. So you can directly do something like that as well. I'm putting null here team. So if you are going to see the type, then you are going to see the A is equal to of null. Undefined is meaning team what? Obviously we are going to have the practical of each and every one team. Undefined is what team? Undefined is that thing team that a declared variable without a value means you have declared a value. You have declared a variable, let's just suppose something like this, but you haven't given any value. You have initialized the variable, but you haven't given the value type. So that is going to be our undefined type. Symbol, it is the feature of ES16. ES6 we are going to it is the feature of ES16. What is the ES means ECMAScript 6. So ECMAScript is having so many, like it is continuously releasing its features in its versions team. So it is a feature of ECMAScript 16 because I have told you it's a open source, and whatever the suggestions given by the other developers, ECMAScript take care of that. And after some standard process, if that particular rule or anything is passed, then we are going to add that particular feature in our JavaScript team. Obviously, we need to release the features as well, not team. So that's why we are releasing the features. Big int, if you want to store some very big value team, if you want to store big values, in that scenario, we are going to use this big int team. Obviously, symbol we are going to discuss when we are going to discuss the ES16. Now, quickly have a look team. Now, let's just quickly have a look. What we are having team? So team, how you can check that this particular variable, this particular thing is of this type team. So for that team, we are having a function that is this type of team. This you need to use type of. Let me just quickly write for you. Where A is equal to, it's a what team? It's a number team. I'm writing where B is equal to team what? What I'm saying, I'm just saying, hello, I am Akhil Sharma team. I am Akhil Sharma. That's it team. Now, where C is equal to team, I'm just saying where C is equal to true team. Where C is equal to true value I'm giving. Obviously, it's a spelling mistake. After that, what I'm saying team, what is the next thing I need to discuss? Null team. So, I'm saying where D is equal to null team. After that, what I'm saying, I'm just saying where E, that's it team. Means I just have initialized this value, but I'm not giving the value team. I have just declared this E variable that in future I will give the value. After that team, where F is equal to big int 560 team. This is the big int team. Obviously, symbol we are going to discuss ahead later team. We are going to discuss this symbol after while we are discussing ES6. Now D, E, F, that's it team. Now console.log, I have done console log of this many things team. Now let's just execute this team. First of all, clear everything. Now just execute this file script.js team. So you can see this values team. To hello, I am Akhil Sharma, true, null, undefined, and this n. This n is representing what thing? That this is a big integer team. Now I have told you obviously how to check this team, that what is the type, what is the data type of which variable team, kis variable the kya data type, how to check that. So for checking that team, what we need to use team, we need to use a function that is this type of, and what I need to pass here team, I just need to pass a type of a. So what, let's just come here and execute this file. So you can see this type of a is a number team. So quickly, let me just quickly do the thinking. A, B, C, D, E, F. Now clear everything team. Be very focused. Please focus on this screen team, on the output team. So I'm writing more. I'm writing script.js team, and you can see the answers team. That's C. Our A variable is what team? A is number team. We can say obviously A is number. B is string. And then C is true. So value true is means what? This is C is boolean. Now this is interesting team. Why we are getting something like this? I have just mentioned null, and why the type of null is objective. So let me tell you team that this is a bug in JavaScript team. This is a bug in JavaScript. So you are going to say, sir, if this is a bug, then why we are not resolving this bug team? Why we are not resolving this bug? So team, if we are going to resolve this bug team, so many things will be changed, and like very important thing will be, you can say, losted from the JavaScript that we don't want. That's why we are continuing with the bug team in JavaScript. It's a bug, and we all know that obviously type of null should be null, but it is showing object. It's a bug. But we are continuing with this bug because if we are going to resolve this, so many things will be lost, and we don't want that. Type of E, what is the type of E? It is undefined, because I have just declared the variable E, but I am not giving the value to this E. That's why it is showing me undefined. Then we are having what? Big int. Obviously, I'm writing big int, so it is showing me the big int as well. So these are the some, you can say, data types, primitive data types team. Obviously, we are having non-primitive data type as well team, and non-primitive data type is what team? We are having non-primitive data type as object team. We are having non-primitive data type as object team. What is object team? Object is a key value pair team. It's a key value pair team. It's a key value pair. So whatever you are going to write is in the form of key and value team. And let me tell you very interesting line as well, team. Let me just give you very interesting definition here. Everything in JavaScript behaves like an object. Whether it's an array, function, whatever team, whatever you are saying, everything behaves like as a object team. So how to create this object team? It is also going to be very easy team. What you need to say, you just need to write var a equal to, you just need to open this curly brackets. Inside this curly brackets team, you just need to give the key. Let's just suppose I'm giving name, and I want to give the name as Akhil Sharma. And after this thing, I'm saying task. I'm saying taking JS sessions. After that team, after that, what I'm going to say, it's up to you team. You can give any n number of values team. You can give n number of key and PVS. And let's just say company. I'm saying Geekster. So yeah team, that's it. Now how to do this? Now just do the console.log, not this log team, console.log of this E team. Obviously, let me just comment everything that I have done for you. Comment this. Now exit, clear this as well team. Now I just need to write node script.js team, and you can see what I'm having here team. I'm having whatever the object that I have mentioned, I'm able to see. So yes, what is my name? My name is Akhil Sharma team, and what I'm doing here, I'm just taking the JavaScript sessions team. And in which company I am, you can see Geekster. I hope this is the object team. So now let's just check the type of A as well team. Type of A. So let's just check this type as well team. So you just need to run this file again, and you can see this team. Type of A is object team. Type of A is object team. So this is a primitive data type team. We can add one more primitive data type, that is this array team. Array is a kind of array is also a kind of non-primitive data type team. But what is the difference between object and array? In object team, let me just tell you the difference between object and array team. What is the key difference? Obviously team, this is also key value pair, and this is also key value pair team. This is also key value pair team. But what is the difference team? Where will difference will come? So difference will come is team, in object, key can be of any type team, and value also. Value can be of any type. But what is happening in the array team? What is happening in the array? In array team, key can be of only and only number, or you can say integer, and value can be anything team, or you can say any type, or you can say any type team. We can, what I'm saying, that in object, what I'm saying, that key can be of any type and value also can be of any type. Like key can be boolean, object, or I can say boolean, it can be boolean, number, undefined, can be anything team. But in array, what is going to happen team? In array, key can only be of integer type only team. Integer, it can be only integer team, like the number, very number, it should be of number only team. and value can be of any type. This is the key difference. But yeah, this is also non-primitive data type in JavaScript that we can include objects and array team. How you can declare an array team? How you can define an array? This is also going to be very easy team, where array is equal to, just open the square brackets, inside this just write any numbers team, that's it, and console.log of array node script.js. So you can say I'm having this 1 2 3 4 whatever I'm having. Now just do the console.log of type of array team. So just rerun the file team script.js. So you can see this team. Obviously object references, I have told you, na? I have told you here that what we are having. We are having the object, we are having this object references team. So obviously, so it is also objecting. This is also objecting. So that's I'm saying. That is the thing that I'm saying to you. So I hope team you are able to understand this much team. Whatever we have discussed till now, you are able to understand everything. What we have discussed team, we have discussed about the basically we have discussed in this session, we have discussed about the what is JavaScript, the definition of JavaScript. Then we have discussed the features of JavaScript. Then we have discussed about the, let me just go to the first screen and have a revision as well team. Let's just have a quick revision. So what we are having team, what is, first of all, we have seen about the JavaScript, what is high level interpreted. We have seen these definitions team, who has created in 1995, Brendan Heek has created team. After that team, what is high level, which is user friendly, low level, which is machine friendly team. Interpreted is what team, what is interpreted? Interpreted, basically we are having two types of languages, compiled and interpreted. Compiled using compiler, interpreted is going to executed line by line team. After that team, what we have done, we have seen the JavaScript features. These are the features which you can have a look team. And purpose of JavaScript, what is purpose of JavaScript team? That the main purpose of this JavaScript is team to make our web pages dynamic in nature team. I have shown you live as well team on the YouTube. If you are clicking what is happening, I have shown you everything, that thing. Then installation, my bad. Then we have seen the node. Before that, what we have seen team, we have seen this execution as well team, how JavaScript is running. We can run in two ways. We can run in on the browser, outside of the browser as well team. If we are running outside of the browser, we need this node team. Then we have discussed mon and mean stack. Here A is representing what team? Here A is representing Angular framework. Here R is representing what team? Here R is representing React.js. Then after that, what we have discussed team? We have discussed how to execute a file with node. You just need to write the node and then you need to write the file name. And we have installed our node as well team. After that, variables we have discussed. We have discussed about the data types. We are having two types of data types, primitive and non-primitive. Primitive is what team? Defined by the JavaScript itself. Non-primitive is what team? Which is not defined by the JavaScript language that we can make by own. So we are having two, objects and array as well team. I hope you are able to understand this much team. Okay, now let's just move to the next topic team. And the topic that we are going to discuss now is operators. So basically we are having so many types of operators. We are going to discuss each and every operator in detail in this, you can say, upcoming slides. So the first operator that we are going to discuss is this assignment operator T. Obviously, as the name is suggesting here, assignment operator, like we are going to assign some value. You can see a term that is this assign. So basically what is the meaning of this assign is, if you want to give any specific value to any variable, what we need to do, we need to use this assignment operator. So if I want to give you example, the example can be where A is equal to 9. Or I am saying where A is equal to Geekster. Now what is happening here is team, that I am assigning a value. Now that I am assigning 9 to this variable name A. I am assigning this Geekster to this variable 18. So what I am doing, I am just assigning a value. So if you want to assign a specific value to any variable, we are going to use this assignment operator, and the symbol is this equal to team. Equal to, that is the simple meaning of this assignment operator team. In assignment operator, we are having only one operator, that is this equal to sign team. We used to say this as a equal to sign. Okay, equal to like equal, like this. We are assigning a value. That's it. Nothing complicated. Very easy to understand. And if I want to give you a real life example as well, team. So what we can say, this is the thing that we have just discussed. Now what we can do is, team, for that theme, what I'm writing, where a is equal to 23, and after that I'm just using the console.log of this 18. For now, let me just comment everything for you. And we know how to open a particular file and how we can open a file, team. We just need to write node. I just need to write that node script.js, team. Obviously, I need to write script.js script. Let me just check the PWD first, okay? Path is the JS recordings, team. Inside this, we need to go on the code, okay? CD code, I'm going. After going to CD code, where I need to go? I need to go in the lectures. Inside the lectures, team, what I'm having the file that is my script.js. So as soon as I'm writing, you can see to this variable a, team, to this variable a, what I have done is, team, I have assigned a value, and the value that I have assigned is 23, and we can see that similar value in the output as well, team. That's it about the assignment operator, team. Now let's just know the another kind of operator, that is second kind of operator, team, and this is known as our arithmetic operator, team. So let's just suppose, team, you want to perform so many operations, so many mathematical operations you want to perform. So what you are going to do? Like, so this can think practically, team. Suppose you want to do the multiplication of two numbers, subtraction of two numbers, multiplication, divide, like so many things you want to perform now. So how we can do in JavaScript? Obviously, team, for that calculation or for that operations, team, we are having some specific operators, team, and those operators are known as our arithmetic operators. So the first operator is this addition, team. As the name is saying, team, addition, simple addition. Like to add two numbers, what we need this addition. Then subtraction, if you want to subtract two numbers, if you want to multiply two numbers, if you want to divide two numbers, if you want to take the, I will tell you what is the difference between this division and the modulus. This is exponential means, team, exponential means e raised to the power b. Suppose you want to calculate the power of something, like just suppose 2 raised to the power 3. If you want to, what is the answer, team? Answer is going to be 8. We know the answer is going to be 8, team. But how to calculate via coding? So for that, which operator you are going to use? This double star you can use, team. Now obviously, some subtract, multiplication, divide. What divide is going to give you, team? Divide is going to give you the quotient. Q-U-T-I-E-N-T, quotient. Let's just suppose I am dividing 9 by 3, team. I am dividing 9. This I am 9 divided by 3. So what is the answer, team? 3. 3 3s are 9, we know. And that is going to be 0, team. So while doing the division operator, team, let's just suppose A is equal to 3 and B is equal to 9, team. And what you are doing? What you are doing, team, you are just saying that A, or my bad, you are just saying that B by A, team. Means what we are doing? We are dividing 9 by 3. So what is the answer you are going to get, team? You are going to get this quotient, team. If you are using this divide operator, team, you are going to get 3 as the answer. But you are saying something like this. 9 modulus 3. What is the answer you are going to get? You are going to get the remainder that is going to be. Like what is the remainder here? Remainder is 0, team. So basically divide is going to give you what, team? Division is going to give you quotient, and modulus is going to give you what? Modulus is going to give you remainder, team. So these are known as our arithmetic operators, team. So let's just have a practical use case as well, team. Let me just write this, where A is equal to 23 and where B is equal to, I'm saying 3, and here I'm writing, team, what I'm writing here, I'm just writing 9, and here I'm writing 3 as well. The variables that we have just discussed. Now just do the console.log of A plus B. Let's just try to execute all the variables, team. Let's just try to execute all the variables. So let's just copy this. And we just need to change the symbols, team. I'm using minus here. After that, what I need to use, team, I just need to use this multiplication sign. After that, what I need to use, team, let's just use this divide sign. After that, team, what I need to use, I just need to use this modulus sign, team. After this modulus sign, team, what I need to use here, I just need to use the exponential as well, team. Let me just use this exponential as well, team. Now what you need to do? Team? You just need to just clear everything. I have just cleared everything, team. After clearing of everything, I just need to write the node script.js, and you can see these answers, team. You can see the answer. Obviously 9 plus 3, what is the answer, team? 12. 9 minus 3, 6. 9 into 3, 27. 9 by 3, if I'm dividing 9 by 3, what is the answer I'm going to get? I'm going to get 3 as my answer. Then what I'm doing, a modulus b. I have told you, divide is going to give you quotient. Quotient is 3. Remainder is going to be 0. And 9 raised to the power 3, what is the answer? 9 into 9, 81. 81 into 3, what is the answer, team? Means basically we need to multiply 9 3 times. So answer is going to be 729, team. That's it. So if you are able to understand this way as well, team, so you are good to go. We have understood about the assignment operators, and we have understood about the arithmetic operators as well. Great, team, great. Now let's just move to the third category of the operators, team.
Hey there, if you're liking this course and you want to get a certificate as well, that is just for free. For that, you can visit our platform, that is geekster.in. As soon as you will visit our website, that is geekster.in, there you will be finding an option, that is this level up. In the level up, you just need to click on the option, that is this certification courses, and you are able to see all the free certification courses that we are having on our Geekster platform. And from here you can see that we are having a course, that is Mastering JavaScript Fundamentals. Just open this, just enroll in this particular course and finish this particular course. After finishing of this course, you can see you are able to download your certificate from here. You can add the certificate in your resume, and feel free to share the certificate on your LinkedIn profile as well. But yes, don't forget to tag me. Bye.